I'll invest in a toaster.
Predicted this a year ago. To the date.
Mhm.
To the date.
Really to the date.
That Rubio video you played just keeps running through my head.
Yep. That fucking neocon.
Old people. It's like we're going to war in the Middle East. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Marco Rubio's on that.
Same with
Liddell. I'm gonna say a name. Liddell. I told y'all.
it's the same with Gaza because when they did the peace deal with Gaza, people were coming in and saying, "Oh, Tamar, Sunni, how come you guys aren't celebrating this?" Because we both said the same. Because this isn't going to be peace, and there wasn't. They're like, "Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. They're going to have peace." They've been bombing the shit out of Gaza ever since.
Ever since. Even Trump was like, "I don't know."
That ceasefire. Israel came out and admitted that they did it, and it's because of the Hamas stronghold that was there on several different occasions when they double tapped the hospital on TV.
Right. on TV, bro. Like, and they're like, "Oh, because Hamas was in there." Okay.
How do you know?
How do you know? And then Trump was like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's like waking up that Israel's like not for us. And then he doubles down. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm with them. What the fuck?
You know what? You see the reports where Israel won't be needing the U.S. in 10 years?
Yep. They plan to decouple.
This is
and we will make it happen for them.
This must be. This says scenes from Tehran, but I'm gonna say.
And everyone that's.
I'm gonna say that this is fake and AI because if this is Iran, why is this woman allowed on the street? Number one. Number two, why is she allowed to have a phone? Number three, why is her face not covered? And number four, why is she in that kind of outfit? This must be AI because women in Iran have no rights. So
I have a question for you guys.
Here, look at that dude, though.
I'm just joking. I'm being sarcastic.
There's actually
Monday. Where are you going this weekend?
How did you guys see where Trump was basically
Got a bad
saying
for you or something?
that the lives of courageous American heroes are going to be lost, and that's just the casualties of war?
Okay.
Yeah.
In 10 years, if the Iranians actually manage to decouple from the U.S., expect over the next 10, 15 years.
Oh, well, hey,
the United States becoming.
Never heard of that, but that works out, don't it?
It will.
Absolutely.
And anyone who supported Israel before that is going to look like an idiot.
So, Sunny and Tom, I want to ask, or anybody on the panel, really, right? Because I've been hearing people all morning, oh, we're not going to have boots on the ground, we're not going to have boots on the ground, blah, 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 blah. What is your guys' assessment? Because I think eventually that's what it's going to come to.
Yeah, I've been saying that for a year.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Okay.
Yeah,
obvious we want larger scale war.
Did you see the Taliban officially said if we attack, they're coming in?
Yeah, I did see that. But they've always wanted a ground war. The neocons, they wanted ground.
And I knew that the foreign actors pieces was my biggest fear here. Look what happened in Iraq. I mean, we had all the suburban.
Yeah.
Cindy, what is this? Not to like pry too much, but what does this mean for your husband?
Ground forces, it's going to find
What'd you say?
it a lot harder than Afghanistan or Iraq.
Yeah.
I said like not to pry. Like, what does this mean for like your husband? Because the minute that I like saw the news, like, because we were on live just like playing like Bible games. And like it came on, and I was like, "Oh hell no! I gotta text Sunni. Absolutely not!" Like I confirmed it, and then I was like, "Oh yeah." So what does this mean for him?
So it's all on what the mission calls for being honest. My cousin just got back from Qatar. He actually just got back from that base. His base was attacked the first time. So the first time that we did this, his base was actually attacked. But like I said, because they prep for stuff like this, they know you're going to strike and they move. But I think this is going to be different because I think this is going to be us actually engaging in war. I don't think we're going to see limited strikes. So if the mission calls for more maintainers, he's going to get the call. Period, point blank. His job, they have high TDY rates, and that's short-term deployment. And they're also deployable during times like this. If you're married to a crew chief or a maintainer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So is it urgent right now? No. Like, I don't see him getting orders. But the longer this goes
more
on,
videos of the
absolutely.
Of the base in Bahrain being hit, Tumblr. But I don't know if it's accurate or not. But I'm looking at a video on
Sign up for the military
4chan.
To what you're told to sign up for.
That shows
You see what I'm saying? Like that. This is the type of comments that I'm talking about. Shut
They're
the fuck
trying to get a
up.
rise. They're trying to get a rise.
Like, please.
So
shut the
that
fuck
shit
up.
is disgusting because I spent
Disgusting.
an entire election with left-wing Democrats coming up on the panel and calling for U.S. soldiers to go fight in Ukraine to fight the Russians. And when we would be against it, Democrats would comment and say, well, they signed up for it. If they didn't want to go to war against Russia and Ukraine, then they shouldn't have signed up for the military. And MAGA would say, how disgusting, how insulting that is. And now you guys are being as gross as left-wing Democrats. You guys are, it's all phony virtue signaling. Most of you really don't give a fuck about veterans. You don't.
Yeah, look at this shit.
Listen, I'm on that today.
Remember how they treated them during the Vietnam War?
Right.
If the U.S. sends ground forces in, I don't think it has enough people right now in the Middle East to do that. Like a full-scale ground force invasion.
U.S. airstrike against 72 Narmak Square, Tehran, the house of the former Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. I haven't said his name in a long time. Ahmadinejad. Ahmadinejad. God damn it.
What political power does he have now?
I'm surprised we didn't end up going to war with Iran with Ahmadinejad because he was very aggressive in his rhetoric, but he never did anything in the United States either.
That's that American.
That's probably why he got away with it.
You know what's fucked up? Not even fucked up, but like I just kind of made this realization. Is Charlie Kirk basically advocated against this? And like we don't really have anybody out in like the public scene like he was.
How convenient.
Actually, exactly. How convenient. We're not gonna have anybody that's gonna be like not biased. It's annoying.
Yeah, we gotta.
What'd you say, Sunny?
We gotta beat these people, man.
Mm-hmm.
There is no beating them. They're like a shapeshifter. They hop back and forth.
You can't unless the Republican Party is destroyed.
I agree. I think the two-system party.
I was talking about the people. I was talking about the influencers.
Yeah, that's the only way to.
Bro. She's like, oh, my bad.
That's the only. That's the only look. The neocon influencers. There's some that is still around, like Sean Hannity and Mark Levin. But there were a lot. They all lost credibility, and nobody listened to them anymore after the Bush-Cheney administration, and the Republican Party seem to have figured out, okay, being super pro-war and regime change and nation building, that has led to 2 years of Barack Obama, which destroyed this country. So let's not do that again. And they lost their way again.
I feel like I'm reliving my 20s where now I'm going to have to vote for Democrats again.
long do you think this is going to go on?
Macro. He said, dang it, why?
I just stay home. I'm never voting for a fucking Democrat.
I know. I'm just being tongue in cheek.
Yeah, I don't think I'm voting next year. I don't know.
How long do you think before this bombing stops?
Shit, I don't know.
Like 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah, maybe more. How long were we in Iraq? 20 some years?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, if you guys are just joining, this is breaking news from Trump. So pay attention. This just came out a second ago on Trump.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective.
Oh, my bad. That's the Trump we voted for. My bad. Sorry, guys. That's not breaking.
God. That's fucked up. He's breaking.
Bro, and the crazy thing is MAGA gene changing.
That's why they don't.
I voted for him.
That's why they don't come in here, because I can just go to my bookmarks
You mean
and
the address to Congress?
play stuff like this.
We are putting America first.
Mm-hmm.
Our policy of never-ending war, regime change, and nation building is being replaced by the clear-eyed pursuit of American interests. It is the job of our military to protect our security, not to be the policeman of the world.
Yeah.
That's a Democrat hoax.
Or like this.
Fake news.
100%.
And Gaddafi. The world would be better off with Saddam Hussein
100%.
and Gaddafi in power.
100%. Now, as far as Assad is concerned,
What about the human rights abuses?
Let's talk. Well, you don't think they're happening now? They're worse now than they ever were. People are getting their heads chopped off. They're being drowned. Right now, they're far worse than they were ever under Saddam Hussein or Gaddafi. And it all blew up around Hillary Clinton and around Barack Obama. It all blew up. Now, one thing about Assad, not a good guy. I understand. We have to rebuild our country. Our country's falling to pieces. We have 19 trillion in debt. We have infrastructure that's a disaster. Our roadways, our airports, our schools, everything. We have to start thinking about ourselves. We're pouring trillions of dollars into the Middle East, and we have nothing for it.
They just pretend like we didn't see any of that. We're just lying. We didn't see that.
Oh, the good old days when we had 19 trillion in debt.
I got clips for days.
Finally putting
The Iranian defense
America
minister get
first.
eliminated.
Policy of never-ending war, regime change, and nation building is being replaced by the clear-eyed pursuit of American interests.
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah. I'm gonna say that. I was like, I'm not a liberal. I voted for the man. I know what I voted for.
where are these other ones? Oh, I can't pass this and not play it.
I would now like to
The
invite you to
Iranian
stand for the
defense
blessing
minister
of
get
the
eliminated.
waters.
Yeah, here's another one.
Which we're heading into to prevent World War III, which we're heading into, which we're heading into. We're heading into World War III, and this will be a war like no other.
Now, when I say that, I'm just fear mongering, though. It was cool to say when we wanted to beat Kamala Harris, but you can't say that now. Otherwise, you're just fear mongering. That's
Or anti-Semitic.
yeah.
The war in Ukraine. I will end the war in Ukraine. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening. And you have no idea how close we are.
I mean, it's just the gaslighting is insane. He talked about that at every campaign stop. Every campaign stop. So to say that didn't happen, like who are you trying to gaslight?
Apparently, Iran's
Liber-
foreign
moderate
minister
Democrats.
spoke out.
What did you say, Sue?
Iran's foreign minister spoke out.
What do you say?
He said Netanyahu and Trump's war on Iran is wholly unprovoked, illegal, and illegitimate. Trump has turned America first into Israel first, which always means America last. Our
Who-
powerful armed forces. Rerum posted this. This was 11 minutes ago. Our powerful armed forces are prepared for this day and will teach the aggressors a lesson they deserve.
Mm. Man, I don't usually agree with somebody of that faith, but I definitely agree with him there.
Is it report that leader of the defense minister for Iran got eliminated?
No.
Oh, I was just seeing something that someone somewhere was saying that.
Do we know any casualties about the
Who's clicking? I can hear someone
US
mouse clicking.
Oh, that's
Not
me. I'm
me.
looking at something.
Do we know what are the casualties of the US bases that were struck?
Probably won't find that out for a few months,
Oh,
to be honest with you.
right. They're gonna keep it under wraps.
They need
Close
to
to the
they need to
chest.
try to keep support. So they're not gonna tell you about Americans dying.
I watched the whole Pentagon briefing at like 2:30 in the morning, and Pete Hegseth is a fucking nutcase. Like, it just gaslighting. He lied and said Fordell was completely destroyed, and then he backtracked a little. He's like, it doesn't matter what type of verbiage you use, it all means the same. I said, what?
Let's see. I'm gonna go through some of these headlines quick too, because there's like tons of shit coming out. Explosions over the UAE, explosions reported over Qatar and Bahrain, sirens in Kuwait, no direct impact in Haifa, and alarms are over. That was reports of blasts in northern Israel. Ali just got reported, so now we have
What the
Mossad in Israel and MAGA in the live who are upset, and they're reporting us. This is just, and I warned you guys about this. As we get closer to the elections and during wartime, MAGA, because MAGA is mindless and brainless, and all they do is lick Trump from ball to tip. They're just like Democrats. They're just going to mass report any of us, especially those on the right that don't agree with this, because they want the false perception that everybody on the right agrees with this war. So they do not want people who voted for Trump and supported Trump to be on here speaking against the Republican Party and Trump. They want to keep the perception that everybody is united, but we're not.
A bunch of little bitches. God.
Oh, apparently I'm lying. So here. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results for the next 10 minutes because Ali does not comply with our community guidelines. The restriction will be removed once they are disconnected. Reason, harassment, and bullying. So yeah, go ahead. Call me a liar.
Somebody reported her.
Yeah.
I didn't even do shit.
Is that your second account?
Yeah, I got like 8
Okay.
of them. Ha ha.
D. Stanton is a child, though. Like, that person just comes in here to get a rise out of people. And
Oh yeah,
doesn't
he's a
have
little
anything-
troll.
Yeah. See, half of these people that come in here don't say anything intelligent or smart. You just
MAGA bots.
antagonize. It's weird.
MAGA bots. Oh yeah, there it is there. I'm gonna show that out. What is it? Lindsey Graham attempting to delay his wargasm this morning. Thomas Massey needs to be investigated. Who is leaking to Massey.
Laura Loomer said, you looking at Laura Loomer?
Laura Loon.
So Gunther Eagleman, Tumblr, Gunther Eagleman says that Iran's defense minister was eliminated. Not one shred of evidence, nothing. Nobody's asking him for evidence. They're just trolling in the comment section. So I just messaged under there, where's your proof? Like, you're saying this, but where's the proof that he was eliminated?
That was Gunther.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this guy.
So how many days until the mission accomplished banner?
Did he delete it? Oh, right here.
No. Well, yeah, that's him making a claim there as well, but he made a claim about the defense minister as well.
Let's see. Are there any legit sources to prove this claim? Yeah, this is how hypocritical MAGA is, right? So Demon said was in Penny's live yesterday, and there was an Iranian that demanded we help them take back Iran. Does anybody not remember when you would hear Democrat lives during the election that were promoting U.S. help Ukraine in the war against Russia, and they would bring up Ukrainians who were living in Ukraine, and they would say, we need America to help us. And Democrats would say, see, Ukrainians want us in this war. And MAGA would say, we don't really care what someone on TikTok is saying from Ukraine. Anybody remember that?
I remember.
But you're supposed to care about an Iranian.
Iran.
Several credible news outlets report that Israeli officials assess Pakpour was likely killed in the strikes, though Iran has not confirmed this. This includes Times of Israel, NDTV, Hindustan Times, The Guardian, Daily Mail. These sources substantiate the claim from an Israeli perspective, but it's unconfirmed by Iranian sources, and some, like The Week, frame it as a claim rather than a fact. Reports are more conflicting. Some sources claim he was killed, while others explicitly deny it based on Iranian statements. So that's really like unconfirmed. People are reporting it based off of one Israeli source.
Are there any, I'm looking right now.
No, ship it up, Sudi.
Oh, sorry, what?
Can you see the screen?
Yeah. Are you about to post?
What did he exactly post?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He gone.
He gone.
This is all fucked, Tumblr.
Mm-hmm. Since I only got banned for like 10 minutes, do I gotta appeal it?
If you want the restriction removed, yeah.
I'll delete it.
It's your account. They just say if you're gonna keep her up here, you're gonna be restricted for 10 minutes.
No, this is my backup.
Yeah, you can't come back for the duration of the live, or it'll flag the live again. Like I can't bring your account back up on this live.
No, I'm not even gonna do that with the other one until I can like appeal it.
There you go, Sudi. MAGA state-run influencer Gunther Eagleman was eliminated in Iran. He's gone. That's as credible as what he posted. So, you know. What did Evan post? Let me see.
Let's do some updates about Israel and Iran and potentially the United States. On one side is the Lindsey Graham, John Bolton types, where they are actively calling for regime change. Here is Lindsey Graham This is just lunacy. He's
This Charlie Kirk must be a terrorist sympathizing Democrat then, right?
Absolutely. This is why we need to
helpful. This kind of approach, this kind of argument, it has nothing to do with nuclear weapons at this point. This is now that we want to go all in and take out the regime. It's time for us to close the chapter on the Iranian Ayatollah and his henchmen and start a new chapter in the Middle East. That sounds good, doesn't it? But what have we learned when it comes to wars, and especially wars in the Middle East? What you draw up on a whiteboard rarely happens. What you think theoretically is going to occur, there might be unintended and unforeseen consequences, especially when you're talking about a country 2.5 times the size of Texas. It has 90 million people and was an ancient and great power with well over a dozen ethnic groups. You have underground Christians. You don't really have many Jews left in Persia, but also you have secular younger Persians. Who's going to run the country exactly, Lindsey Graham? This sounds like Hillary Rodham Clinton in Libya. So I'm pointing to the first extreme right now, the neoconservative extreme. The we must go take off the head of the snake right now. Play cut 285.
Be all in, President Trump, in helping Israel eliminate the nuclear threat. If we need to provide bombs to Israel, provide bombs. If we need to fly planes with Israel, do joint operations. But here's the bigger question. Wouldn't the world be better off if the Ayatollahs went away and replaced by something better? Wouldn't Iran be better off? It's time to close the chapter on the Iranian Ayatollah and his henchmen. Let's close that chapter soon and start a new chapter in the Mideast, one of tolerance, hope, and peace.
Okay, that sounds good, but that's pathologically insane. I'm sorry, it is. How do you know it's going to be better? Yeah, the Ayatollah is awful, but maybe he's one of the few guys that can keep that country together and not have a 90 million person civil war. Lindsey Graham is so consistently out of his mind, it's hard to even comprehend. Iran is hugely diverse. It is a massive country. Do the people agitating for war even know that? Because be clear, regime change is war. Just to understand, regime change is not like changing the head coach at the Chicago Bears. It's not how it works. It's not like a clean transfer. Typically in the Mideast, it's very messy, creates a quagmire, and then there is civil war. Do you understand how large Iran is? It's massive. It's a very big country. It's mountainous. It makes Afghanistan and Iraq look like a cakewalk. Just look at this beast of a country with all the different regions, all the different dialects, if we could put that up on screen. And then you have a major refugee concern of Mohammedans that will come to Europe and endanger more Christians and Jews, and Mohammedans that will come to
Mohammedans.
America. No, that is wrong. So that is one extreme. The other extreme is one that I have deep respect and reverence for, because I actually think if we had that other extreme, we would not have invaded Iraq. This other extreme is philosophically important. It's,
you know what? Good thing Charlie Kirk's gone. So then we don't have to hear Charlie Kirk and his liberal Democrat nonsense, his anti-Semitism, and his non-support for the Iran war, right? So shouldn't MAGA now... Here's a question. Shouldn't MAGA be on board with the left, saying it's a good thing that Charlie Kirk was killed? He was just spewing liberal talking points. Good riddance, right? Am I wrong?
No.
Shouldn't be long before we start hearing that.
He's just a liberal Democrat. Good riddance. Charlie Kirk's dead, right? I mean, just saying. Trump now not expected to address nation today. White House official. Was he expected to address the nation? Thomas Massey says, I am opposed to this war. This is not America first. When Congress reconvenes, I will work with Rep. Khanna to force a congressional vote on the war with Iran. The Constitution requires vote, and your representative needs to be on board, needs to be on record as opposing or supporting this war. I agree. Where is the Democrat Party? What has the Democrat Party done to try to stop this? Nothing. So if you're out there and you're on the left and you're a Democrat, just realize that your party wants this too. Your party is behind this war too.
Didn't Pocahontas stand up and applaud during the State of the Union?
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking dickhead.
So this isn't a Trump thing. If you think this is a Trump thing, you're like a child who believes in Santa Claus.
Right.
If you haven't seen it, the death toll is now at 51. U.S. and Israeli attack on Iran. At least 51 little girls reported murdered in a strike on a school. They bombed an elementary school in Iran and killed a bunch of little girls. But I guess that's okay though, right? Because they're Muslims, so it doesn't really matter.
It absolutely matters.
Because in the one hand, we need to go to Iran to liberate the Iranian people. And then the other hand, who cares because they're Muslims and we can kill their kids? Does that track?
They were saved from an evil regime, so it's okay. I just want to know how they're going to explain this away. Like, why did you hit a school?
Probably the same way.
Was this an Israeli missile?
Same thing that they do with Hamas. Fake news, AI. Iran had missiles in the school or something. They'll find some way to explain it away. Ron Paul was right.
Is if another country does to us what we do others, we're not going to like it very much. So I would say that maybe we ought to consider a golden rule in foreign policy. Don't do to other nations what we don't want to have them do to us. So we endlessly bomb these countries that we wonder why they get upset with us, and yet it continues on and on. I mean, this idea that we can't debate foreign policy, then all we have to do is start another war. I mean, it's warmongering. They're building up for another war against Iran, and people can't wait to get in another war. This country doesn't need another war. We need to quit the ones we're in. We need to save the money and bring our troops home.
Yep. What did Nick Fuentes say?
But I think the timeline, and I feel confident saying this, I think the timeline is going to be sometime before April that we are going back into Iran. And the reason I say that is because the midterms are coming up. Netanyahu knows that. Trump knows that. They don't want a messy war right before the election. So I think they're going to try to do it early in the year, first quarter of the year for sure. I still think we're on high alert. I think it's absolutely coming.
Don't make Nick Fuentes right.
All right. Agreeing with him was not on my bingo card this year.
Hey, Tumblr, do you mind sending me those old Trump speeches?
Yeah. The anti-war ones?
Yeah.
Cindy, you posted a clip on your Facebook. I had like reposted it about like when we started, I think it was when the Venezuelan thing happened, when all the clips of Donald Trump talking about nation building, regime change. Can you send that to me? I'm trying to find it. It's getting spooky out here, guys. You know what's crazy is like, it's just like deja vu because people are like, oh, they're celebrating in Iran. They're celebrating in Iran.
It's the same shit. After Iraq, they were showing the Iraqis celebrating. After Libya, they were showing the Libyans celebrating. After Syria, they were showing the Syrians it's the same. It works. Look, if your war propaganda works, why change the script? Just keep running the same playbook.
Over the next few days and week, you're going to see videos of statues being pulled down and people cheering and yeah.
Twitter says that this violates Article 52 of Additional Protocol 1 of Geneva Conventions.
They don't care.
Yeah, and it says, but international law doesn't apply to the U.S. and Israel. I mean,
so I don't believe in international governance. Like, we should be out of the UN. We shouldn't be part of NATO. We shouldn't be part of the WEF, WTO, WHO, things like that. What I do agree with is international standards when it comes to war, because it protects our soldiers and our civilians at time of war. If we uphold the same standards. So when we start going against that, it's not good, because it encourages the rest of the world to just ignore those sort of standards. And at some point, we may not like that when we're being attacked or our soldiers are being attacked, because we can't turn around and say, they're breaking international law and the Geneva Conventions. People go, well, you did.
isn't the whole thing about Venezuela breaking international law? So it's kind of hypocritical. Dang, Trump. He just keeps letting me down, bro.
Unconfirmed footage is circulating that allegedly shows Israeli fighter jets downed by Iranian air defense systems over Iraqi airspace. If verified, this would mark a significant development, the loss of advanced combat aircraft in contested regional skies, and a potential expansion of the conflict footprint beyond national borders. At this stage, there is no official confirmation from Israeli, Iraqi, or independent defense sources regarding the aircraft losses. In fast-moving conflicts, recycled or misattributed footage is common, and verification takes time. But if a jet has been shot down, it would represent a major escalation in both military and political terms. Stand by for confirmation. This is allegedly an Israeli fighter jet that was shot down over Iraqi airspace.
Apparently in Israel, about 25 to 30 Israelis, including children. Wait, did you ever say who it was that bombed the school? Was it the United States or was it
It's not
Israel?
confirmed. It's confirmed that it happened. It's not confirmed who did it.
At this point, it doesn't really matter. We're in there.
I just want to keep playing this clip over and over and over again.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective.
Mm-hmm. What is this here?
John, you just watched that almost 8-minute speech from the US president there. What were your main takeaways from what he had to say?
My main impression listening to that is that's Israel's agenda. That's Israel's talking points, not the United States. That same president said that he obliterated Iran's nuclear program in June, July last year. If they obliterated it then, why is it an imminent threat now? 2 weeks ago, Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel's prime minister, came to Washington with several points beyond the nuclear deal. One of them was ballistic missiles and one of them was Iran's proxies through the region. That's what I'm hearing there now. That speech could have been written and delivered by Benjamin Netanyahu. That is completely different from what Donald Trump's been saying. Only yesterday he said, we are negotiating, and they were all looking for a nuclear deal, but there he's talking about 1983 and this and that, and they're bloodthirsty and terror. My main impression is that this is being driven by Israel, and what we just heard was the President of the United States, in my assessment, almost saying word for word, Israel's agenda.
Yeah, a talking point that's going to be ironic is you're going to be called anti-Semitic for being against this war, and your response should be,
Bro, I'm literally responding to that right now, Tumblr. It's
Yeah.
already happening.
and your response should be, wait a minute, I thought we weren't going to war for Israel.
Bingo.
Because in other words, if your accusation is that I'm anti-Semitic for being against the war in Iran, you're implying that I'm anti-Semitic because we're going to war for Israel and Iran, and I don't support that. Therefore, I'm anti-Semitic. So, by that accusation, you're implying that we're going to war in Iran for Israel. Do they understand that?
That's good.
I don't think they do.
They don't understand, or they just don't give a fuck.
The judge is awesome. I want to see what the judge said on this.
Have the clip of President Trump on Air Force One being asked about Tulsi Gabbard, into which Ms. Gabbard's testimony has been spliced. All right, so she's director of national intelligence. She testified under oath almost exactly a year ago, March of 25, that the intelligence assessments are that Iran is not working on a nuclear weapon and has since 2003, and the president just dismissed it. The new intelligence assessment has been leaked, and it says the same thing. But watch the president's reaction. We've spliced her testimony into the midst of his reaction. He didn't see this when he was on the plane, but she had already said it a few days earlier. Chris?
You've always said that you don't believe Iran should be able to have a nuclear weapon, but how close do you personally think that they were to getting one? Because Tulsi Gabbard testified in March that the intelligence community said Iran wasn't building a nuclear weapon.
The IC continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon.
I don't care what she said. I think they were very close to that. I don't care what she said. I don't like what she said. Even though she's the one with all the data in front of her based upon signals intelligence and human intelligence, I don't care what she said. That's what we're faced with. That'll probably bring a war. You're telling us about, well, tell me what you think about that before I get on to my next question.
Well, it's it shows that it's not about the actual threat. The whole purpose of this, I mean, is about knocking out Iran to give Israel much more leeway in the region, to be more dominant.
That was the whole point back then. I was just asking the simple question, which nobody would answer. If Tulsi Gabbard does not come from the intelligence community, so her testimony came from the intelligence community that she met with and got an understanding of our entire intelligence apparatus. What is the status on Iran? That's the testimony that she gave. So if the president does not trust our own intelligence apparatus, whose intelligence were we working with then? If it wasn't ours, whose intelligence are we going to war with Iran with? Because it's not ours. It's implicit. He just said, I don't care what she says. Oh, here's a good one.
Think of it. We've spent $8 trillion in the Middle East, and we're not fixing our roads in this country. How stupid is it? And we're not fixing our highways, our tunnels, our bridges, our hospitals, even our schools, even. It's crazy.
It is crazy. I voted for that guy. You can make excuses and justify this all you want, but you can't gaslight us. We know what the man said. We know what we voted for when we voted for him. We didn't vote for this. This is the school. So this has been confirmed that it happened. This is being reported by everybody. School in Iran has been bombed. We don't know if it was the U.S. or Israel. It was one of the two. But a elementary school in Iran has been bombed. 51 Israeli kids have been killed, 60 wounded. So I'm sure we'll hear that Iran had missiles in there or something, or in terms of winning hearts and minds, I think all of those people who lost their kids really love America now. They probably really respect and love America, and they're probably thanking America for killing their kids. Because everybody loves when their kids die, right? So, and it's really consistent with our government. We're finding out that our government likes to fuck kids and traffic kids and torture kids. So, kill them too. Fuck it. Not a big deal.
This is how Iran turns into a giant terrorist training camp.
Patrick
Taliban
came
is-
out in support of this.
Of course he did. That fucking guy.
Caleb, Taliban is salivating.
Oh yeah, fucking read it. Oh.
It's another good one. Donald Trump from October 9th, 2012. Now that Obama's poll numbers are in tailspin, watch for him to launch a strike in Libya or Iran. He's desperate. These did not age well. What is this? A supposed video shows a young Iranian girl calling out to her mother after their home was bombed.
خونه رو برای چی زن؟ کجا زدن؟
All of those people love America now. We're gonna liberate you so hard, we're gonna kill your kids and your parents. Cool. Every time this clip, everybody's sharing this. Every time it comes up, I'm gonna have to play it.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective.
Mhm. What is this? Jeffrey Sachs.
Look, what is so shocking, first of all, those are the words war crimes and crimes against humanity. I'm speaking of Netanyahu. He is a mass murderer. He is a killer. He commits war crimes. And he has control over American foreign policy and over American domestic policy now. That's the fact. The U.S. government is run by Israel, by the Israeli government. Why? And
Now remember, you know what's ironic about Jeffrey Sachs, who's on the screen right now, if you guys don't know who Jeffrey Sachs is. MAGA absolutely loved Jeffrey Sachs during the election and they were sharing all his videos and quoting him and using his sources and information because he was very much against the war in Ukraine and American support of that war. But I'm sure now he's an anti-Semite because he doesn't support going to war for Israel. So that's interesting. I'm going to throw some music on in the background while I scroll here. If you guys are just joining us, Donald Trump took it upon himself to declare war against Iran. And the Democrat Party doesn't care because the Democrat Party supports this war too. I mean, if you need any more evidence that we are run by the dictatorship of the Uniparty, I don't know what's going to convince you.
Was just confirmed. Mario Nawfal actually confirmed it. It was confirmed that the strikes on Iran took out the Iranian Defense Minister Amir Nazirzadeh. So apparently he did.
Oh, he's got a Spaces going too. Let's see what's going on here for a sec.
Capabilities in these strikes. For the first time, they used one-way attack drones in combat. Very ironic. The U.S. military has been focusing on high-value targets, IRGC significant facilities and capabilities, naval
Who's
facilities
speaking?
and
I can't
underground
tell.
facilities likely associated with their nuclear program.
Oh, that's good.
Pause there. The underground facilities are also a huge component of Iranian ballistic missile program. Like, so when you see underground facilities, to me, that screams much more ballistic missile the ballistic missile program, much more so than the nuclear program. But
I agree.
digress.
Yeah.
So, Tomahawk missiles were used in the first volley of strikes. We have effectively suppressed their air defenses, one U.S. official told me to the Fox News reporter. This was a multi-geographic command and control design to overwhelm Iran's defenses. There were hundreds of targets in what is being described to me as a multi-day operation. The Iranian response has been ineffective, according to one senior U.S. official. Anas.
Yes, a couple of things. We've seen on Twitter and social media many prestigious people on some big accounts posting the Saudi foreign ministry statement on the attacks on the UAE, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar. And they are saying that they are trying to convince people in the English part that the Saudis will join the United States in the attack on Iran. Surprisingly, basically, some very prestigious people and some politicians basically are saying this. This is completely false. If you read it in Arabic, there is no mention at all of that. The only thing that mentioned that they will put all their capabilities in the hands of the Emiratis to defend themselves. It has nothing to do with attacking Iran or joining the United States. But I am surprised that many prestigious people.
Actually, Anas, let me ask you a question. Could this be a short-term detente or even a way for a long-term solution between, like, I don't want to say Cold War, but let's say Saudi, UAE tensions because of Yemen, East Africa, et cetera? Do you think that this might tie them all?
I forgot I was following this guy. Let's see what he's had posted. Nothing really. I see a bunch of people in the queue. I'll bring people up one by one. I don't want it to get chaotic up here. What's up?
You know, the worst thing about those little girls at that school is they lost their lives and their families are destroyed. The second worst thing about those little girls losing their lives is that for the next 20 years, that video will be played and will be used to recruit radicals who will attack Americans again and again and again. But the average American will never know the reason why those radicals attack Americans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's what the CIA calls blowback, and Americans always pay the price. It's good for defense contractors. It's good for politicians. It's good for the media because they got lots of ratings. It's good for foreign nations and lobbyists, but it's not good for American citizens because we end up dying in terrorist attacks. We end up flipping the bill through taxation and inflation. But, you know, it's war, so it's cool, right? As long as bombs aren't dropping on our neighborhoods, war is cool. And who cares if civilians die?
And after this, I'm even more convinced of my theory.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for letting me up.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yep. It's Charlie Kirk again.
We are just going to take out the Ayatollah. Oh, really? What comes next? What comes after regime change? Might be, oh, well, we need a small number of U.S. troops to support the new regime. We have seen this play before. Regime change, you have no idea how this is going to work out. You have no idea.
I can't wait for these people to start hating Charlie Kirk. These are all things that we've said.
They're just going to ignore it.
I really miss that man more than ever.
They just,
You know what I'm saying, though? Like, we're not going to have to. He was one of one.
yeah, they're just going to ignore it. They can't address Charlie Kirk. I think it's the ultimate insult too that TPUSA now supports the war in Iran when he did not, and it was his organization.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Interesting. Things that make me go,
This is a live shot of Ben Shapiro on the screen there. That's a good one. I have a plan for no new wars. New wars. This is at Israel. I wonder if there's any live feeds of Israel. I should really do this. Let me kind of play with the screen here. I'll bring some people up. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, where'd it go? The fuck? Oh, why is this not cooperating with me? All right, never mind. That's gonna be too complicated.
Do you guys think about Trump also wanting to take control of elections? Not really. No, I don't.
I don't know why people keep saying like. But the question: why would they need to do that? The powers that be. Why would they need a dictator? They already get whatever they want, no matter who the president is. So why would they need a dictator?
They are the dictator. They're just behind the shadows.
Right. We have the dictatorship of the uniparty. They don't need like having a dictator takes away the illusion that we're a republic and a democracy. Why would you do that? You don't need Trump to be a dictator.
Well, if we get more files and Trump's in there and he, there's proof that he really did something bad, he's not going to give up power because he's going to be put in jail.
Nobody's going to jail for any of this.
That would be unfortunate.
The Epstein files is like mutually assured destruction.
Listen to this, someone. Graham Allen said, "You can't have America first without America dominance."
Oh God.
Ew. Who said that?
Graham Allen.
Ew. Disgusting.
How is that not just a talking point for perpetual war?
I didn't even realize I was up here.
Live footage from Huckabee's office.
Oh God.
Is there any reports of the Supreme Leader not being eliminated?
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Oh.
Apparently, Reza Pahlavi, the new king of Iran, issued instructions to his followers on social media. Turn on ABC. Let's take a moment now to remind ourselves of Iran's many provocations over the last few months. What the freak, man?
Yeah.
What is he saying?
You know who Charleston White is, Tumblr?
Yeah, he's that black dude that is like anti-black.
Bro,
He's
he had a whole
anti-everybody. He's an equal opportunity offender.
bro, he had a whole bunch of Confederate flags, a whole outfit.
I'm about to send it to your DMs. Play this video. It's funny to hear Gary talk about this.
America. See, the fools don't back America. America always back the fools, but America don't know China sitting back waiting. Russia is saying, we got them, y'all. Now they done took on another fight. I'm letting you niggas have the raw, unadulterated truth because I see this is a group of black people don't know nothing about North Korea. They don't know that when President Trump was in power, that they killed a high-ranking motherfucking general in the Iran army over there in Saudi Arabia. They said drone strike, and it was an unfair attack. Let me bag it up again. Y'all must forgot. When President Trump was in power, they killed a high-ranking Iranian general of the army. He was a bad motherfucker that they killed. And the people loved him because he come from the bottom. And he was the army general. He was a bad, and they killed him with Israeli intelligence given to the white man with an unfair drone attack. It wasn't no real war. How they killed the general? They killed him in an unfair drone attack. So them Iranians swore to their God, they swore to their people, and they swore to the world that they were gonna get revenge. What's the best way to get revenge on this fracker white boy that play like he's a God-loving human? Get them Israeli motherfucker that they saying like it to get them. That's how you get that white boy. Shake them up. Get them motherfucker. And that's what they did. They got this lick back. America did this. Fuck is y'all talking about? And now here come the fool out there. See, the fools don't back America. America always back the fools.
He's losing
so
me.
The fools done something to the Palestinians. So the Palestinians said, come on, man, they done something to y'all, they done something to us. Let's get both of them. And here we go. So now America want to get in. But America don't know China sitting back waiting. Russia is saying, we got them, y'all. Now they done took on. We got them. They still wore down from Afghanistan, y'all. They still wore down from Afghanistan. How they go involve themselves in this motherfucker here? But you know what? America has been at war for almost 300 years straight. That's what people don't know. We ain't never.
Who is he too?
This guy's so dramatic. He's awesome. I think he's funny.
But America, China, Russia waiting. They done already sent them here on our soil. While we over there in other countries fighting shit involving, I know they already got their motherfucking sales here in the computer industry. At the judge, man, come on now.
The fuck is he talking about? What the?
That was fantastic.
I'm gonna translate. You ready? What he's saying is, we are ideologically weak. All these countries that just watch, he said China and Russia, they just sitting back watching because they know they got agents of chaos right here in America. So they don't got to do nothing. They can sit back and watch you both fight like and take over your country through the institutions. People who work in engineering. He ghetto. And that's what he said.
All right. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I didn't understand him.
I love how his language got like super excited and like super serious. The animation was fantastic.
He's saying America needs to worry because we got sleeper cells here. Like,
We
y'all
do.
messing around over there, but you got stuff going on here.
That's a good point. Like, I think the United Nations in New York City, they found like this basically a cyber warfare cell that could text message everyone in the United States in like 5 minutes. And it was a totally illegal cell operation, and they took it out right before the UN conference. So yeah, there is shit like that going on. And another thing that China does when they use their it's called WeChat. Everyone in China is on WeChat. It's a mega app. It's also used for like business, and it's got bank accounts and stuff like that on it. So they found out that if someone on WeChat went to a location of interest, they could open up the phone, spy, and gather information, and the Chinese person on the app wouldn't even have an idea that they were spying on the United States or wherever they were interested in. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff that goes on, but make no mistake, we got our surprises too.
They did this last time. Do you remember the last war with Iran? They were immediately saying the Ayatollah is dead. There were mega influencers on this app that were saying, I have confirmation that the Ayatollah was assassinated. But does anybody remember that?
No.
Anybody in the chat remember that? I'm not going to say names, but there were mega influencers who were saying the Ayatollah is dead. And I said, no, he's not. They're already saying it now. So I'm sure they're saying that on MAGA Lives right now. Here's a good flashback.
You have done 2 tours in Afghanistan. You told me you're going to go back for a 3rd tour. I mean, if you can see your neck right there, what you have on your tattoo, 9/11, remember, and a picture of the Twin Towers. Some Republicans out there have been saying that Ron Paul would be very dangerous for this country because he wants to bring troops like you back from your post from all over the world.
Well, I think it would be even more dangerous to start nitpicking wars with other countries. Someone like Iran, Israel is more than capable.
All right, we just lost our connection, unfortunately.
You have done 2 tours in Afghanistan. You told.
Yeah, they lost their connection. All right.
They're not kidding about regional war. I mean, it's happening. I don't know what fake news they're coming up with right now, but it might, yeah. If they're saying the Ayatollah is dead, how do you know?
Yeah, I remember this.
Mission that we have is to prevent a militant Islamic regime from meeting up with nuclear weapons or from nuclear weapons meeting up with a militant Islamic regime. The first is called Iran. The second is called Pakistan. Because if these radical regimes have nuclear weapons, they will not obey the rules that have been obeyed in the last almost 7 decades. Mission that we have is to.
Is he talking about himself?
Hey, Tumblr, can you drop me down? I'm going to go check out what's going on. Go.
right, now there's news coming out on how this is all going to affect Fed rate cuts. Of course, the finance community's already ahead of it. If you look at defense stocks, aerospace and defense stocks, it's already up. Already up and already up a lot.
Did you just make that somewhere? God Emperor Trump is in control.
No, that's someone's meme here.
Oh, that's a meme.
This guy makes funny memes.
Nick's dank. Okay.
What is this? Alex Jones is covering this now.
I woke up about 2 a.m, right when the U.S.-Israeli attack, basically going to full war with Iran, began. And I've been up ever since then, really thinking about what I was going to say. So there's a lot of different layers to this. Most people are just down to, oh, we shouldn't have regime change. Oh, this, Trump said he wasn't going to do regime change. And people that want regime change, hey, the Iranian people are under a dictatorship, let's help them. So that's kind of the main debate going on, and I'll get to that in a moment. But what you have to understand is that a lot of this is declassified. Project for the American Century, the neocons, heavily allied with Benjamin Netanyahu, who was in power back on 9/11, staged 9/11, blew up World Trade Center 7, planted bombs at the towers.
I'm probably going to be taken down for that.
It was a joint operation with George Herbert Walker Bush, with Rumsfeld, and Benjamin Netanyahu. And I've made films on it, written books. It's just established, known fact by any serious people, any military people. This is just a known fact. We know the names. We know who did it. I mean, my God, the Israelis up there were famous demolitions experts that are part of an art project, and they've got big boxes that.
Yeah, I wish you would get to the point.
Plastic caps, right there. I mean, they're not even. It's like explosive Wile E. Coyote. Talking about quality in the face. You got Ledbetter with record put options at his company against the airlines, United American, in the week before. He magically didn't work that day. Larry Silverstein, all that stuff, okay? 10 hours of evidence. So all of these wars in the Middle East come out of that now. And that's the excuse to go to the Middle East. Listen, there's a separate issue of Islam being total cancer, being expansionist. And we supposedly fought them over there, so we don't have to fight them over here. But then our governments and NGOs bring them over here. So when I say 9/11 is an inside job, that's not saying that Islam isn't a cancer. It's not saying it's not a crisis. Those are two separate issues. But this project is what Netanyahu has wanted the whole time. He's been out of power for 26 years. And they made their move. And just like Israel founded Hamas and funded them, and then stood down on October 7th, just like the U.S. helped create Al-Qaeda. And now we've turned over Syria to Al-Qaeda. It's the same crap, folks. And so if they're able to remove the mullahs, I'm not going to cry. But even Eric Prince said he's not sure what the regime change will do. Could go into civil war, break them multiple pieces. Could get a more radical Muslim under control. I mean, we just don't know. So then you can have Iran with their Chinese anti-ship missiles take out the aircraft carrier. Then the war accelerates even more. I mean, there's just a lot of problems with this. But if you look at it one-dimensionally and say, oh, the people need help, and oh, they're enriching uranium, and oh, they can get a bomb and all of that, and they're getting more powerful missiles, you can have that argument at some level. It's all flawed, it's all lying. Because the United States trying to attack every other country that might get nukes or has nukes. North Korea has nukes, so they're left alone. Gaddafi gave up this program, so what happened to him? So the message is, if you don't have nukes, we'll come pick you off one at a time. I mean, hell, now globalists want to go full war with Russia. It's just crazy. And the same neocon globalist forces that did 9/11, started the war with Russia and Ukraine, are the same ones running this show now. Now, that said, we get service members killed, Air Force folks killed. There'll be all the emotion involved, and you'll get behind them and get behind the war. And then you got Iran to launch real Hezbollah attacks with sleeper cells they have in the U.S. They get too desperate. Or
He's trying to predict what's going to happen.
False flag, and that's going to very, very quickly. The Russians and Chinese, North Korea could come in on the side of Iran. The Iranians last year passed a resolution in their parliament to block Strait of Hormuz if this attack happened. And so I'm going to be live today at 1 p.m. Central, going over all the latest developments, all the graphs, all the charts, all the numbers. And we're going to get some special guests on. I'll be on the.
It's just wild how the MAGA hive mind switched so fast, because they understood that with Ukraine, it was a proxy war against the Russians, and to some extent China, and they understood that that could potentially lead to World War III. So they were, that was part of why they were against getting involved in Ukraine, giving them intel, money, weapons. But when it comes to Iran, if you mention World War III and how this is a proxy as well, you're just a fearmonger, which is the talking points that the Democrats use. You're just a fearmonger if you think that the war in Ukraine could potentially lead to World War III. It's the talking points don't change. They never change. They just swap sides.
Fair enough. I mean, he's getting into like military strategy and stuff like that and scenarios, in my opinion. The fear mongering, I would say the linguistics, yeah, definitely it's fear mongering. Saying things like World War III is fear mongering. I totally get that. I think if he wants to talk about it, he needs to change the context of what he's saying. Change the linguistics.
This reporting is going to go. Is Israel assesses the assassination was successful. The likelihood that Supreme Leader of Iran, Khamenei, survived the Israeli strike is slim to none. They need to put that out anyway, because Trump said they want to try to stir up a coup and a civil war in the country. So that's what you would do. You would put, he's gone. Time to, rise up is now. But nobody knows what the outcome of that is going to be. And people think that's the flaw of their plans. No, that's their intent. They want chaos. They want civil war. They want this to be going on in the Middle East. That's always been the objective. The objective, they say that it's to promote democracy in the Middle East and to do this, that, and the other thing. It's not. If it was, that would make them insane, because that's never the result. They're not insane. They know what they're doing. It's always been about instability and chaos.
Well, and power. They want a friendly government in that area, plain and simple. Like if they could get away with total regime change without chaos, I think they would do it.
This is another video of the school in Iran that was bombed, and a bunch of kids are dead. The death toll is now up to 60. We do not know how many are under the rubble, so they're still digging out to see if there's more kids that were killed.
That's a good point for your chaos theory.
Any American media covering this?
Certainly, the Iran regime, as I said, they have been the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism. They have sent agents and hired agents, even sending their own diplomats with bomb to target the sites. Back in 2018, they targeted Mrs. Rajavi in Paris when she was speaking before 100,000 people. A top diplomat of the regime arrested. He brought a powerful bomb, on a diplomatic pouch from Tehran, and he was sentenced to 20 years imprisonment. And even here in the United States,
go back.
Myself, we were targets of the Iran regime's espionage and the
Live. Where was
which is much more complicated. And as you know, Israel has announced that it targeted the supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iran. They say that he's definitely wounded. Some say he's definitely dead. But he's definitely been targeted. There's no doubt about that. And that is very, very big news. And then the question really is, he's not the only one that was targeted. So this morning, yes, the Israelis commenced with the targeting of Iranian officials. The US commenced with the bombing of military sites, and that was obviously very well coordinated. Is Trump leading? Yes. Who is behind it all? Is Netanyahu the one that persuaded him to do so? Yes. The answer is
Naomi,
yes.
I'm gonna have to interrupt you and say thank you very much indeed for your time, because
Thank
I'd like to play our viewers some response from Prime Minister Keir Starmer in the past few moments. Here it is.
Earlier this morning, the United States and Israel struck targets in Iran. Iran has since launched indiscriminate strikes across the region. I know the British people and communities across our country will be deeply concerned about what this means for security and stability, and for the fate of innocent people across the region, which for so many of us includes friends and family members. So whilst the situation is evolving very quickly, I want to set out our response to strikes. But we have long been clear. The regime in Iran is utterly abhorrent. They have murdered thousands of their own people, brutally crushed dissent, and sought to destabilize the region. Even in the United Kingdom, the Iranian regime poses a direct threat to dissidents and to the Jewish community. Over the last year alone, they have backed more than 20 potentially lethal attacks on UK soil. So it is clear they must never be allowed to develop a nuclear weapon. That remains the primary aim of the United
Didn't they already
Kingdom
agree to
and our
lower that?
allies, including the US. I condemn Iran's attacks today on partners across the region, many of which are not parties to this conflict.
They're supposed to just get bombed and then not retaliate.
And solidarity to them as part of our commitment to the security of our allies in the Middle East. We have a range of defensive capabilities in the region, which we've.
He's writing a strongly worded letter. Israeli military says their broad strike against Iran is completed. The strikes were directed towards SA-65 aerial defense system located in Kermanshah in western Iran.
Just give me a minute.
I'm just having fun today. So,
All right, getting some breaking news here. In a massive escalation amid the ongoing anticipation of a war-like situation, Israel has launched a strike on Iran. Initial reports indicate that several missiles hit the Jamhuri Avenue. Defense Minister of Israel, Katz, said that the country has launched a preemptive attack on Iran. Meanwhile, siren sounds across Israel as the IDF Home Front Command warns civilians to stay close to bomb shelters. The IDF says the proactive alert is intended to prepare the public for the possibility of missile fire towards our territory. All right, CNN News 18's Sanjay Suri is joining us on the phone line. Sanjay, Israel launches preemptive airstrikes on Iran, and in fact, we can see in the visuals which way this is heading right now.
Well, this is something that was expected. In fact, it was inevitable. We've been waiting a while for this kind of a development to take place. And the expectation was whether it is the U.S. that will launch these strikes. Israel has done so. It is almost certain that this would have been done together with the U.S. In the knowledge of the U.S. But that said, there has been growing impatience within Israel to take this forward, not to let this situation just recede where you have a military buildup of this level that does not lead anywhere. And we've had talks, and every round of talks, there is some fractional concession from Iran, but not enough. We had an indication from President Trump that he's not happy with the way these talks are going. And in the last round of talks, further talks were to be held in Vienna, technical level talks, and this was expected in Vienna on Friday. But clearly, as this whole process of talks drags on, Israel has decided to move forward and has launched a level of preemptive strikes, as Israel says, in Iran to prevent strikes in turn on Israel.
And Sanjay, this, of course, is going to be retaliation from the Iran side. Any information that you can share? Which are the areas that were targeted by Israel at this point?
There are several areas targeted, and this does include some targets within Tehran. These strikes have just about happened. But Tehran is not the only place targeted. There have been targets at other locations in Iran as well. And this is something that is escalating by the minute. And the question now is whether these are warning shots or this is the beginning of a full-scale offensive. And of critical importance will be two factors to watch out for. One, the level and the timing of retaliation from Iran. Second, the U.S. decision, whether the U.S. follows this up with attacks that it launches on Iran. Here in Israel, we have been told to be very watchful. We've been told to be near shelters. We have not had any warning to actually enter shelters, but people have been forewarned, and this has been anticipated. People have been preparing for this for some time now. So everyone is certainly very alert here in Israel on what will happen next.
All right, Sanjay Suri, thank you so much. We'll keep coming back to you.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can
This is crazy. Okay, I got your popcorn and Coke. You understand? Oh, no East after U.S. like a man. Just give me a minute, y'all. I don't even know how to flip my damn camera. Here we go. Just here. Crazy.
Against the Iranian people, who disalign with our long. This is the route to. Thank you.
Right, so we did, and just for clarification, what we call taped place speaking, reacting here. Several
This comes only 20 minutes. Same thing. 20 minutes ago, Israel bombed a young elementary girls' school in Iran, and at least 40 young girls who were students at the school have been killed. Now, I want to say, 20 minutes ago when it happened, the death toll was only 5, and now it's been lifted all the way up to 40, and it's still growing. It was a brutal attack, and there's videos of it, and it's really horrible. So this is a confirmed thing. Israel has bombed a primary school. But as I said, only 2 minutes ago, America has done the same thing, and they've bombed a school east of Tehran, the capital of Iran. And in that attack, at least 2 students have been killed who were in that school too. It certainly wasn't a military target, but it seems like this similar thing is happening there too. The death toll is expected to rise to a lot more than just 2 in this strike. And so this is not an opinion, and this is not Iranian propaganda. There is videos of these, and it's absolutely horrible. Even Al Jazeera is reporting it. America and Israel are bombing civilian targets all across Iran, whereas Iran, on the other hand, are bombing military bases and military targets. It seems likely that hundreds of civilians are already dead due to the American and Israeli attacks that have taken place this morning, and it seems to be only getting worse. This really is not a good look for America or Israel. And as this seems to be getting worse, I'm going to continue to make videos on it throughout the day. So leave me a follow because I'm covering this more than anyone else is on Instagram at the moment. Some breaking news. America has bombed
طيارة بابا باش صار الله 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 شنو هذا بابا طيارة بابا باش صار الله 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 شنو هذا بابا
in order to defend the Israelis. Do the Israelis pay for our military? Are they the ones who are shelling out $1 trillion a year for our military? No, they're not. We pay for our military. Why are our soldiers based in Israel? Why do we have F-22 Raptors in Israel in order to protect Israel? Our soldiers are going to be in Israel, right now as we speak, in order to defend the Israelis. Do the Israelis pay for our military? Are they the ones who are shelling out $1 trillion a year for our military? No, they're not. We pay for our military. Why are our soldiers based in Israel? Why do we have F-22 Raptors in Israel in order to protect Israel? Our soldiers are going to be in Israel, right now as we speak, in order to defend the Israelis. Do the Israelis pay for our military? Are they the ones who are shelling out $1 trillion a year for our military? No, they're not. We pay for our military. Why are our soldiers based in Israel? Why do we have F-22 Raptors in Israel in order to protect Israel? Our soldiers are going to be in Israel, right now as we speak, in order to defend the Israelis. Do the Israelis pay for our military? Are they the ones who are shelling out $1 trillion a year for our military? No, they're not. We pay for our military. Why are our soldiers based in Israel? Why do we have F-22 Raptors in Israel in order to protect Israel? Our soldiers are going to be in Israel, right now as we speak, in order to defend the Israelis. Do the Israelis pay for our military? Are they the ones who are shelling out $1 trillion a year for our military? No, they're not. We pay for our military. Why are our soldiers based in Israel? Why do we have F-22 Raptors in Israel in order to protect Israel? Our soldiers are going to be in Israel, right now as we speak, in order to defend the Israelis. Do the Israelis pay for our military? Are they the ones who are shelling out $1 trillion a year for our military? No, they're not. We pay for our military. Why are our soldiers based in Israel? Why do we have F-22 Raptors in Israel in order to protect Israel? Our soldiers are going to be in Israel, right now as we speak, in order to defend the Israelis. Do the Israelis pay for our military? Are they the ones who are shelling out $1 trillion a year for our military? No, they're not. We pay for our military. Why are our soldiers based in Israel? Why do we have
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh my god! Oh, dude, fuck me! A fucking missile actually got through. Oh, there's more. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Bro. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh my god! Oh, dude, fuck me! A fucking missile actually got through. Oh, there's more. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Bro. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh!
صواريخ معيار إعداد رجلك معيار هاي صواريخ معيار God. Good. معيار هاي صواريخ معيار Andar di Scapotanea. No.
Landan na disebutkan. Landan na disebutkan. Landan na
Dead kids, but now you're getting hit. Iranian missiles have your entire skyline lit, and you cry victim and say you didn't start this, but the whole world sees that your lies are retarded. Now you feel terror like the Palestinians. Sometimes I feel to have bombs drop on your civilians. Yo, you could avoid it all this if you wanted to, but humanity never expected good behavior from you Jews. If this is what you get for all your evil deeds, boom, 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 Tel Aviv, you put this upon yourself, it's your time to bleed. Dead kids, but now you're getting hit. Iranian missiles have your entire skyline lit, and you cry victim and say you didn't start this, but the whole world sees that your lies are retarded. Now you feel terror like the Palestinians. Sometimes I feel to have bombs drop on your civilians. Yo, you could avoid it all this if you wanted to, but humanity never expected good behavior from you Jews. If this is what you get for all your evil deeds, boom, 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 Tel Aviv, you put this upon yourself, it's your time to bleed.
Oh my god! You can only from
We're flying to Philadelphia! Oh, hell no! That's hell no! What the?
Roaring Lion. They want you to, while you were sleeping, the U.S. and its controlling hand, Israel, launched Operation Roaring Lion. They want you to believe this is a sudden response to an existential threat in Iran, but look at the evidence, because you don't move 2 carrier strike groups and a global satellite mesh into position overnight. This isn't a reaction, but it's a pre-planned regime overthrow that's been sitting in a desk drawer for years, waiting for the right crisis to justify the carnage. But while they drop bunker busters on Tehran to decapitate another nation's system, they are executing a different type of silent coup right here at home. Under the cover of Emergency Directive 26-03, the predators of this administration are forcing a marriage between the states and the AI giants. They are using the Iran threat and national security as a crowbar to install hunting tools deep within our private networks. They tell us it's to stop Iranian hackers, but the real goal is the Genesis mission, which I've spoken about in previous videos, and it's a total merger of government authority and corporate AI. They are building a single, centralized nervous system to monitor and manage us, the people. And don't be fooled by the Golden Dome or the Iron Beam, because this war is their live fire laboratory. They are using Iranian lives and our tax dollars to field test autonomous drone swarms and brain computer. Because they want to see how fast their algorithms can unalive before they bring those same security solutions to our own streets. They are already whispering about a digital curfew here in the US to protect the grid, and they want the power to flip our switch if we start seeing the truth. They want us scared, in the dark, and divided. The system doesn't protect us, but it processes us instead, and it's time we stopped feeding the machine that builds our own cages. Stay awake, and stay united. We do not give, we do not forget. Anonymously enlightening out.
Entire skyline lit, and you cry victim and say you didn't start this, but the whole world sees that your lies are retarded. Now you feel terror like the Palestinians. How does it feel to have bombs drop on your civilians? Yo, you could avoid it all this if you wanted to, but humanity never expected good behavior from you Jews. Boom, 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 Tel Aviv, this is what you get for all your evil deeds. Boom, 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 Tel Aviv, you put this upon yourself, it's your time to bleed. For all your evil deeds, you were mocking dead kids, but now you're getting hit. Iranian missiles have your entire skyline lit, and you cry victim and say you didn't start this, but the whole world sees that your lies are retarded. Now you feel terror like the Palestinians. How does it feel to have bombs drop on your civilians? Yo, you could avoid it all this if you wanted to, but humanity never expected good.